Former This Morning star Ranj Singh has released a statement on why he left the show after raising concerns to ITV bosses. Amid the ongoing controversy surrounding claims that ITV bosses covered up Phillip Schofield, his former co-star Ranj took to Twitter on Sunday to blast ITV for having a toxic culture as he shed light on why he ultimately decided to leave the broadcaster. In a lengthy statement, Ranj said, "Lots of journalists have been contacting me this weekend inquiring about this, so I think it's only right that I clarify things. There is so much more I could say, but I need to clarify some things that have been written about me, and in light of recent events, I finally feel like I might be believed. Thank you to the journalists who offered me money this weekend to share my experience working at This Morning, but selling my story, especially about something like this, would go against my principles. However, given that ITV has commented on my departure, I believe it is only fair for me to do so, as well to avoid further speculation. I worked on the show for 10 years and genuinely enjoyed and valued my time there. However, as time passed, I became increasingly concerned about what was going on behind the scenes and how people, including myself, were being handled. I didn't know the whole truth about what was going on with Phillip, but I do know that the problems with This Morning extend far beyond him. Creating a culture requires more than one individual, so as ITV confirmed last night, I raised my concerns about Martin Frizzell's behaviour and the environment at This Morning with Emma Gormley, especially given that my job is to look after people's well-being, and I have been heavily involved in diversity, anti-bullying, and mental health projects across the channel. But then I found myself being used less and less. I even took my concerns directly to the top of ITV," Ranj added. "The culture at This Morning had become poisonous, no longer fit with ITV ideals, and I felt like I was managed out because I whistle blew. However, as history and experience have taught us, things like bullying and discrimination are extremely difficult to prove, especially in retrospect, and when people in power control the narrative. As we've seen, no assessment or probe is without flaws. However, I was assured that certain issues would be addressed and changes would be implemented. I haven't worked on the program since, and I'm not the only one that has spoken up or had comparable experiences. That was 2 years ago, and to be honest, it still hurts. The entire ordeal was sad and had an impact on my mental health. But I'm happy to say that I found my feet again, know my worth, and have found my tribe. So my general message to everyone is, look around you." The former This Morning presenter concluded. "Is this the location you desire? Do you believe you are valued? Are you thriving or merely getting by? Is it necessary for you to speak up? These are the lessons I've learned from my time in the industry. I express everything with dignity, generosity, and a desire to make things better. There are some good people in television, but we must be courageous and stand up to those who aren't. Even if it's terrifying, we have to do the right thing or nothing will change. I sincerely hope that something good comes from this." We are sorry to read Dr. Ram's post today, an ITV spokeswoman told The Mirror after Ranj's statement. "At ITV, we are fully committed to giving everyone who works with us the opportunity to express any concerns or comments they may have. Following Dr. Ram's complaint, we appointed an external and independent advisor to conduct a review. There was no evidence of bullying or discrimination found during this external review.